Okay, today's training day we do threes. Okay, like the home gym and the Serge Lubre poster, inspirational poster. This guy's waist is insane. Okay, it's about maybe 42% of his height. That's why that waist that's why he created the V. Okay, that V taper, that the golden era of the 80s bodybuilding. So today we're going to do threes. Okay, 3 reps but the same volume as before. Why? Because I'm practicing now the intensity, one of the intensity principles, which is called negative reps. Okay, what is negative reps? It is when you do a movement, okay, and you get it away from the starting position, and then when you get it back, that's the negative part of the rep. Okay, you slow down. You probably have heard this before. It's called negative workout or negative training, or slowing down the negative part of the rep. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 3 to 5 second negatives, and it's been shown that the negative part of the rep produces more muscle damage than the positive part of the rep. Okay, so people are mostly not paying attention on that part of the rep, especially on the pulling movements. But because the tendency when you pull something, when you pull, for example, vertical pulling, the tendency is to just go down, to the starting position because of the gravity. But okay, we don't know, most of us don't know that part, okay, when you're getting back to the starting position is the most important. Okay, so I'm gonna do today the OHP variation at home, which is the handstand push-up. Okay, assisted handstand push-up in the wall. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 seconds down. That's the negative part of the rep. Okay, this is the starting position. Again, this is the positive part, and when you get back to the starting position, that's the negative part of the rep. So we're gonna do threes because more than 3 will be so intense that I cannot do multiple sets. Okay, so in this handstand push-up, I can only do 12 reps in one set. Okay, but if I do threes, I might be able to push the volume up 10 sets. Okay, so about 30 reps total. Okay, my goal always in this OHP session is to go 30 to 50 reps total. Okay, that's the training volume I need in my body weight right now. Okay, we're about 155 to 160. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's check how we do. 3, 2, 1, explode. Then 3, 2, 1, explode up. Then last eccentric. That's eccentric and that's concentric. Okay, so this is sometimes called eccentric training. Okay, that's the negative part of the rep, and then concentric is the positive part of the rep. Okay, this looks easy, okay, when you look at that first set, but when you do it 10 sets at a time, man, it's something, it burns. Okay, it's not that easy. So next exercise, again, slow repetition, especially on the negative part of the rep. If I'm doing now this exercise, the side laterals, okay, I'm not gonna just do this. Okay, I'm gonna control the way up and especially the way down. Okay, back to the starting position of the exercise. Okay, I'm only using our old dumbbell here, which is around 10-12 pounds. Okay, this is way beyond my capacity. This is way less than my capacity because in the gym I can do 35 pounds strict, side laterals. So we are taught that you have to do this motion like pouring a hot water on a pitcher. Okay, why do they tell you to do that? Because the position of the side delt. When I do it like this, it's hitting more on the front delt. See that? This angle. But when I do this, when I rotate it like that, okay, the gravity is directed more on the side delt. But almost all physical therapists will tell you that internal rotation of the shoulders and doing this motion will over time wreck your rotator cuffs. Okay, not just doing weights. Even if you do this all the time without weights and you have the habit of doing this, eventually your rotator you will have rotator cuff issues. Okay, so to fix that, we're going to do this. Instead of thumbs down, we're going to do thumbs up. But the difference is we're going to lean forward. Okay, by leaning forward, if you look at here, by leaning forward, I can target this area right here instead of leaning, like this, doing side laterals like this. My delts, front delts, is activated when I do this motion. Rhomboids, shoulder blades together. It's more on the front delt. But if I do this, it's more on the side delt. Okay, you get that? So, it will not be effective if I don't slow down the reps. Okay? It will not affect the muscle itself if I will not slow down the reps. That's the technique in the isolation movements, the single joint movements. If the compound rule, the explosive rule will be thrown out, let's throw that away now because we're doing a different form of technique, a different form of exercise, which is isolation movements. In isolation movements, tempo, slow tempo is your friend. So again, the traditional way is to do this. Upright, torso, shoulder blades back, and then you perform the movement, do the lateral raise. But the problem of that is we already talked about this area. Okay? The gravity, if the gravity, which is always pulling down, you do this, the angle is, the force is generated through here. But we already did the overhead pressing, so this is heavily damaged already. We don't want to hit this anymore. We want to hit this side area. Okay, so what we do, instead of doing this upright, we go down, lean forward, and then bring our thumbs up, not down. Okay, when we bring our thumbs up, as you can see, this is directly towards the gravity when we do this. It's just amazing to think that tweaks like this, small, adjustments like this can really add intensity to your training. Okay, imagine just a simple twist of hand and then leaning forward can really target the muscle you want to target, and in a unique way. Okay, so look at these reps. Okay, this is as the best I can, the best I control. Okay, the best I can control as much as possible. The dumbbell doesn't feel light. Okay, it feels really heavy. And you probably have seen this before, the exercise for the rear delts, the rear delt fly. Why do they do that? Same concept. Because when you lean forward, really lean forward, the force of gravity now is directed towards the rear delt. When you go up a little bit, you twist your hand up, your thumbs up, you do this, you hit the side delt. Okay? And whenever you do this, you already seen this before, you exercise the front delt. But the front delt is the main thing that I think most people don't have a weak point on because of the, much bench press work and overhead pressing work. People have developed their front delt already. Sometimes when they do incline movements, they overemphasize on the front delt because they don't lean their chest forward and shoulder blades back. So they emphasize on the front delt. We don't have any problem. But most people have a problem inside delts and their delt area. So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. 2 sets of 15, 30 reps is enough. Don't do a lot of volume here. Just focus on the negative part of the rep, the tempo. Whenever you do this, tempo is your friend. Slow tempo is the game. When you have limited weights, limited equipment, slowing down the tempo will help a lot. You will use the metabolic fatigue part of the principles of muscle growth. You can't overload on weights and do the other two. Muscle damage, metabolic fatigue. In case you didn't catch that, okay, I'm talking about the 3 causes of muscle growth. Okay, number 1 is progressive overload. That's the getting strong part. Okay, if you can do 50-pound dumbbell, then next year try to do 100 pounds. Okay, that's the main driver. Okay, but in this case we don't have any equipment, it's limited, so we compensate on the other 2, which is the muscle damage and metabolic fatigue. You can do that by slowing down the tempo and getting a lot more reps. So that's it. I hope you like that video, and you can also do this if you don't have a dumbbell. You can also do this on water gallons or anything that has a handle. There are 3-liter jugs or 4-liter, 5-liter jugs of water that you can use. So do that. Get that in, and in doing these tweaks, like in the hand placement, it really makes the exercise harder and heavier. You think that a lightweight like this, 10 pounds, 5 pounds, is nothing, but if you're creative enough, you can really intensify the exercise. As you can see, my delts now are on fire. So do this, apply this, and again, it's not about the equipment, it is you being creative. Okay, you versus you. Bye bye, peace.